In this video I will promote a book which was published first in 1943 by the English Universities Press Ltd, 102 Newgate Street, London, EC1. This is Teach Yourself book series edited by Leonard and the series, but in this video I'm using the Russian language. Previously I used the Teach Yourself French, Teach Yourself German, Teach Yourself Spanish, Teach Yourself Swedish books, and this version what I'm using is the 1962 version. There are a lot of reading exercise because in the Russian language they use a different letter set, serial letters, not the one what you can see in Denmark. Why is it interesting to know at least a few basic things like yes, no, maybe, stuff like this? For example, I have more than 50 blogs and I made a lot of research in different fields. I was researching a lot of different history, culture, religion, and a few months ago I ran inside a website where gin from Georgia or Georgia was promoted in Moscow, and to access the website you had to choose if you are over 18 years or not. And I just automatically put the Google Translator on the Russian website, and I was clicking on yes because I'm 40 years old, so I'm over 18 and I wanted to read what's going on there. I tried like 10 times, nothing happened. I didn't understand what's going on. And the English translation looked like this, like yes and probably yes, like this. And then I removed the Google Translate and I checked the original Russian words, and that da means yes, I recognized at least, and actually it was totally messed up. So the yes was a no, the no was a yes, and that was not real yes or no. That was like maybe, probably, well, something like this. So in certain words, Google Translate had really strange setups, and look here, it's not the main idea to promote alcohol consumption or Google Translate, but you could have a situation when you would like to check something, and you just trust the openly accessible applications, and then you have to realize that you don't go anywhere because something happened in the application. You don't know what. So this book is published in London a long time ago. I here practice the reading of the letters, and I show how to do this. I use from Wikipedia Orosz-Magyar ABC, which means Russian-Hungarian ABC alphabet. Here the Russian letters, as you can see here, these are the printed letters. This is supposed to be the written version of the printed letters, capital and small. It's important because not everything is written with capital letters, and you have to know how they look like differently. And then here you can see how in Hungarian would sound the same letter. Why do I do this? I find really beneficial to use the Hungarian pronunciation. I found it much easier to study Swedish, Spanish and other languages with the Hungarian pronunciation, because in Hungarian language we have 44 letters, and it gives to the user to able to pronounce words which would be really difficult for a person who doesn't practice every day, sh, sh, and a lot of letters after each other, like not without any vowels. When I lived in Poland, it took me sometimes weeks to master one word. You could think thank you, Janky, or thanks, Dziękuję. Actually, the opposite, because the Janky is the informal, the Dziękuję is the formal version. Would be so easy to pronounce, but if you are not a practicant how to pronounce these letter combinations, then it can take quite a time to learn it. And the same goes with I'm sorry or excuse me, przepraszam. It took me 2 weeks to be able to say przepraszam. It sounds easy for me to say it now, but when I was there and when I tried to practice it, it took me weeks. Yeah, some people take it easy, some people try to picture it, how the word look like, and then they try to spell in their head one by one the letters and then create this pronunciation and then say it. Some people just memorize the sounds and they will never know how it looks like written. Everybody has a different level of understanding of the language and how they are able to use the language. So here the reading exercise 4 is in the book page 8, and this is kind of an A4 size text with really simple sentences like a second. Yeah. So like wooden house, comfortable apartment, cheap purchase, wild animals, loud conversation, city theater, rainy weather. These are the sentences translated to Russian from English in nearly 100 years ago, so more like 80 years ago, and I don't know how much it was edited in the 1960s. This text, so when you would make a Google translation, it may give you a different solution, and it's also possible that nowadays the language developed differently, so you would find replacement words because it's happened in every language that after a while new words appear and the old words are not used anymore. But because I'm using this text from the book, so I may sound Asian, but in this video the practice is about to train the eye, how to read serial letters. Yeah.